Hi guys, in this video we are going to discuss the common mistakes you should avoid for your spousal sponsorship application.
Hello everyone, I am Ishani.
And I'm Lavkesh.
Welcome to our channel, A Canadian Dream. We post videos on Canadian immigration, Canadian lifestyle and travel vlogs on our channel. So stay tuned and hit the subscribe button right now so that you don't miss any updates.
Spousal sponsorship application is a paper-based application, which means you need to send your application in the form of a physical file to a specific location for processing.
Now, because it is a paper-based application, it is very important that you avoid these common mistakes as there are high chances of application being returned in the initial stages of the application process itself. We know that the application process for spousal sponsorship is pretty hectic and it tests your patience. So getting your file returned back due to a small mistake that could be avoided in the first place itself is truly heartbreaking.
So it is very crucial that you avoid any mistake and send a proper completed file in the first place.
Now let's get started on what to avoid. First, let's talk about the mistakes to avoid in the application forms. Recheck the version of the application forms you're filling out. It should be the latest version and you can check it by going to this link.
It takes some time for arranging and consolidating the documents for your application, and it may happen that a version of form gets updated between the time you get the file ready and send it across.
Check the version of the form that you're filling out at the initial stage of the process as well as right before you mail your paper-based application.
Next, do not leave any blank spaces or fields on the form. If something is not applicable to you, you can mark that question or even that section as not applicable.
If you still have any confusion, you can always ask your questions in the comment section and we can try and help resolve your query. Next, you should double check your forms to ensure that you do not miss out on any forms required for your application. You can go to this link and check the forms or documents specific to you.
If you don't include all of the requested forms and documents listed on the checklist, entire application package could be returned to you without processing and it needs to be resubmitted.
Incomplete application is not placed in the processing queue, so please be careful. Next, you need to avoid any incorrect information on your application. Also, you should avoid any incomplete or incorrect information in the supporting documents you provide with your application. Canadian immigration officers are highly experienced professionals, so any lies in the forms or the supporting documents will not be entertained.
Another mistake to avoid is related to application submission.
Please avoid application submission in the wrong category. For example, one of the category is the family class. This category allows you to sponsor certain members of your family to come to Canada as permanent residents, which include your spouse or partner living outside Canada during the application process.
Another category is spouse or partner in Canada class. This category allows you to sponsor your spouse who lives with you in Canada and have temporary resident status while the application is being processed.
Also, please ensure that you send the application package to the right address. Please check this path on the official website to avoid any such mistakes.
There may be changes to this address, so always refer the official website before you send out your application.
Another mistake to avoid is related to the summary of the details about your relationship. For Form IMM 5532, Relationship Information and Sponsorship Evaluation, you will be sharing the summary of your relationship as part of one of the questions. I think it is question number 11. Here you need to provide the detailed summary of how you met, how your relationship progressed, and how you got married. Try to share it in a different paragraphs for simplicity. So one thing that you need to take care here is that you cross-verify all the details that you have provided in the supporting documents as well as your application forms, so that the information provided does not contradict with the relationship summary that you are sharing.
Another thing to verify is the country-specific requirements. Always check the country-specific requirements before submitting the application. This is because of the document may vary depending on your country of residence, as originals of certain documents are required in certain cases. So double check that information.
It takes a lot of effort to actually get the file ready and then send it over to the desired location, and again it takes almost a month for the visa officer to actually open your file and take a look at your file. So please do all the due diligence before you send out your file. Next, don't get confused by the specific terms, which are primary applicant and the sponsor. The person who is sponsoring the spouse to come to Canada is the sponsor, and the spouse who is being sponsored to come to Canada is the primary applicant. Don't get confused by who is the sponsor and who is the primary applicant. Therefore, fill all the information correctly in the respective sections of the forms.
Another common mistake is to avoid related to the file organization. Do not use staples, binders, plastic sleeves, folders, or albums to submit your application.
You can use elastic bands or paper clips, which are acceptable. Hope this video helped you in some way and you could avoid some common mistakes in your spousal sponsorship application. If so, please consider subscribing to our channel. All the very best. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is A Canadian Dream.